Guys, what's up? It's Rain coming in hot with the best sports betting content that you have all been waiting for. Once again, for those that are new to the channel or have been on the channel for a very long time, we moved from RaynRaps, all the sports betting content there, because it started to blow up with all my gaming content, into this new channel, RaynBets. So same format, same thing as before, just literally on a brand new channel. If you are new to it, guys, our closing record on last year for our sports betting season for 2021, for those that don't know, I've bet on NFL, college football, and college basketball. Those are my three trifectas that I really smashed my bets in. We ended up finishing with a plus 44 unit total gain. Within that, now finishing into a new season. I'm starting it as a new season right now, 0-0, just because it's going to be a lot of new people on a community because it's a new channel. So 0-0 off the bat. If you can see below, guys, like always, like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win 10 buckaroonies. All you got to do is put your favorite bets from you or from me down below. The person with the most correct picks by the end of the week will win $10 via Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever the hell. Even crypto, if you're into crypto, I got you back. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road right now. All right, y'all, coming in hot, Thursday night football. It is September 9th of 2021, and we have a phenomenal play coming in hot here. We have Dallas Cowboys going to Tampa Bay. This line opened up at 6.5 in favor of Tampa Bay, has moved all the way to 8.5 already, and I expect this line to close at around 9.5 to 10 by kickoff. Tampa Bay is home today, and they're the reigning Super Bowl champs, plus they're returning 22 starters. I believe that's the first time ever that's ever happened. That's absolutely insane, although there's only gonna have 21 starters, as James Whitehead, one of their star safeties, will be out today with an injury. I feel this line, where it originally opened up at -6.5 for Tampa Bay, was spot on. Due to all the new online sports betting avenues through the general public, it now has a much greater pool on the lines, which either A, can work in our favor, or B, put us in a tough spot if we decide to be stubborn on the spreads that we like and we're willing to commit and buy in at these extra points that the public is pushing. In my opinion, this is one of those games where 6.5, I'd love to take that for Tampa Bay, but 8.5, 9.5, 10, not so much. That's tough, because it's week one, and week one is always an interesting aspect, especially with all teams having one less preseason game heading into the 17 games played, with the NFL this season for the first time, all 17 being played. Will it have much an effect? Probably not, but it will have at least some type of effect, because that's 25% less of the entire preseason preparation that these teams are used to as a whole. So time will tell. We'll see what happens tonight. Let's start with the road underdogs here, the Cowboys. Really, their previous season is a bit of an anomaly to me due to all the injuries, specifically with Dak Prescott breaking his leg, Zeke in and out of the lineups with his injuries as well, and stuff all across the board in their defense. So performance-wise as a whole, you kind of got to look at their first 5 games, but also, like, that's a whole year ago. The team's developed, it's grown more, and you got to kind of look at off-season stuff too. But it's really hard to grasp a full angle on this when you're getting an offense that we saw in the beginning of last year that looked absolutely amazing, but you didn't get the full flavor, you didn't get the full taste, you didn't get the full mid-season NFL that starts to hit teams, and the late season NFL that hits teams. It's pretty easy in the beginning of the season for an NFL team to be good. You're going off your scripts, you have everything planned out, you've already looked at your future matchups for like your first 2, 3, 4 games. It's after that, once you hit that mid-season where adversity hits, injuries hit, and all that stuff, seeing how your team adapts. Cowboys didn't adapt too well, but I don't blame them as a lifetime Bengals fan. You guys put all your chips in on Andy Dalton. I could have told you that was a massive mistake. So we actually made a lot of money betting against Dallas last year when Andy Dalton started to come in and stuff too. But as far as injuries heading into this week, 2021, week 1, Dallas will be missing their superstar guard, Zach Martin. Yes, he is in the COVID protocol, IR. I don't know what the hell they call it. He's out with COVID, and he's on the injured reserve COVID sick list shit. So it's not, he didn't, if anyone's looking at it, because I know on some sites it says in the IR, he didn't break his leg or he's not out for the season. He just has COVID. So it's a COVID list. He's out with COVID. Dallas has always been a tried and true pound you with the football to set up the big plays downfield. And now having Dak Prescott back with CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper all within this offense, back behind Zeke's phenomenal running skills that he's had each and every single year, it's hard to really think that this offense is not going to be good. I feel like you have to be extremely arrogant or ignorant to even try to say that, oh, Dak's coming off an injury, the Cowboys, there's no way they're gonna. No, you're out of your mind. This is like they have 4 absolute superstars. 4 superstars. I'm talking like Kansas City Chiefs level. You know, I'm talking about Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes. That is the level I'm saying. This CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott. Like, just say that 4 times in a row for it to really sink in. Like, holy shit. These guys not only have phenomenal superstars on offense, they also have phenomenal O-line. Yes, Zach Martin is out, but it is what it is. Now, will this leg injury be healed for, Dak Prescott, into today? Obviously, it is healed, but has it healed mentally for him? Is he going to have different mental decisions now on being evasive with the football still, or is it going to force him to be a little more passive and want to throw the ball away? Dak Prescott did make a lot of plays last season and throughout his entire career using his feet and getting a lot of first downs when stuff got tricky for the Cowboys as well. So seeing if he'll pick up where he left off is going to be a bit intriguing, but you know what? Health is the best wealth in this industry. So I definitely think that obviously week 1 we're going to get a bit of a more pocket passer presence for Dak, which he'll have to rely on the run game without Zach Martin here today to establish him to really get the ball out there deep to his threats with CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. Now heading into the other side on Tampa Bay, their starting safety, we talked about it, will be out, James Whitehead. And the reason I focused on Dallas first, guys, is because this isn't about who's going to win or lose tonight, right? We don't give a fuck about that. It's who's going to cover the spread and who's going to make us the most money. You know what I'm saying? So yes, the Bucs are going to be light years better than they were at the start of last season. And the reason why is because that's due to chemistry, player development, roles being finalized, and finally system familiarity. Remember, there was kind of that halfway point with the Bucs last season where the offensive coordinator and Tom Brady were trying to figure out who's actually going to call the plays, what actually are they going to do, and finally the OC took a step back, let Tom Brady come into the function to run the whole offense, and they won a Super Bowl. So they're definitely in a much different state than they were at the beginning of the season. And if you really focus on Tampa Bay's, end of their season into the postseason Super Bowl last year, they were absolutely unstoppable. And you can bring up the only 8-point win against Washington in the playoffs, but let's be real. They knew they weren't going to lose. They kept their play calls very simple. They just ran it up the gut, short, quick passes, stuff like that. They kept all their big plays in their bag for their big matches where they even dominated in there. Don't forget that they beat, the Pats, or not the Pats, the Chiefs over there by, I believe, 38-9 in the Super Bowl. Like, let that really sink in, which we predicted that, by the way. The Bucs offense is absolutely tremendous, arguably even better than the undisputed Kansas City Chiefs, but we did notice Brady's ability to throw the ball had fell off a little bit, even though his lights out receiving core led by Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and even Rob Gronkowski, it made up for it. And, matched with phenomenal play calls. All it's going to take is one hit, though, on Tom Brady. You got to remember, he's 44 years old. The thing that makes me a little nervous about the Bucs is that if Tom Brady is injured, the ship sinks. Hands down, no questions asked. That ship is going down. He's 44 years old. He's 44 years old. And if you remember towards Brett Favre, towards the end of his career when he kept pushing, really he started to get injured a lot. Like he'd get hit one time in a game, you'd be like, oh God, is this it? Is Brett Favre getting back up? Oh no, I don't know. Please, 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 please. But it's a little bit tough for me to really get on there. But at the end of the day, really analyzing everything here, you have Brady. He's healthy. He's entering a game, so you have to expect that you're going to get top-tier offense performance from the Bucs, top offense performance from the Cowboys as well. So what does that lead us to? A little bit touching on the defensive side now. The Bucs are top 3, if not number 1 in the NFL, in my opinion, entering this season. They have studs at every level of the entire game and should be able to apply a lot of pressure on Dak tonight, which is going to force him to either be elusive like he's been before, or force him to throw the ball away because he doesn't want to get hurt again, which then leads to more turnovers or loss of downs, fumbles, all that jazz. We know how it goes. So overall, the reason I'm barely touching the defensive side of things here, though, is because the offense of these teams are what hold all the cards and the value for tonight. The Cowboys will be able to score, and the Bucs should be able to score with ease as well. So the absolute best bet for tonight's game, in my opinion, is a same game parlay. Yes, we're starting off first bet of the season with an there's no way this loses. In my heart and mind, there's no way it loses. Listen to the value on this. We're getting Tampa Bay at an alternate spread at minus 2.5. The reason I love minus 2.5 so much more as opposed to 8.5 is because it's a one possession game win. That should be automatic. Tampa Bay is they're at home. Their offense, their defense is healthy, returning Super Bowl MVPs. And they're coming in here and they're at minus 2.5 home favorites. That's easy. That is absolutely easy money. But it also gives us leeway that if the Cowboys offense does show up and show out, it makes this a game that where the Bucs only end up winning by 7, you know, or like 6 or something like that. The 2.5, or even the Bucs win by 3. The 2.5 protects us by the Cowboys being potentially very good this season, so I love that. And then you're gonna parlay that with an alternate line on the over as well at over 46.5. The original over for this game is at 51.5. The reason I'm taking 46.5 is because, you know, not to be greedy, in a way to get good value here. You know, touchdowns are gonna be scored, field goals are gonna be scored. I highly doubt it's gonna be a defensive stand, but the 46.5 gives me confidence that if, like, you know, if the Bucs just absolutely dominate tonight, which is very possible, you know, they're still going to score no matter what. I see the Bucs getting a minimum of 35 points in this game. That means all the Cowboys got to do is get around, what, 14 makes it 49. They could literally get, you know, 10 points. 10 points on top of that too. That gives us, you know, 45. So we'll say 14 points. 2 touchdowns for the Cowboys, 5 touchdowns for the Bucs. That literally covers that right there. I love that bet. I absolutely love that bet. And you're getting that at minus 112 odds. So basic juiced if you were to take just the spread of the Bucs as well. So if you're looking to take in Bucs 8.5 or Cowboys plus 8.5 tonight, I highly recommend you to consider taking this bet as well. This is what I'm going to be taking today. Alternate spread minus 2.5 with the over 46.5. It protects us from the Cowboys having a high-powered offense, balling out today and making it a close game. It protects us from the Bucs not coming out but still winning this game. It is a very, very smart, intelligent, and safe bet, and I absolutely love it. And week 1 starting off, I'm here to give you guys wins. So I love y'all to death. I know this one was a bit of a longer video than usual. Mostly, guys, I try to keep this short, sweet, to the point, but it's the very first one of the NFL season. I'm hitting you guys with every information humanly possible. I love you guys to death. We are taking that same game parlay, Tampa Bay minus 2.5, over 46.5, minus 112 odds. Lock it and load it. All right, I love y'all to death. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win the 10 Buckaroos. Remember, the person with the most correct picks every Sunday to Sunday will win. I love y'all to death, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.